Quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
It's fishing season. Bad actors are trolling your business emails, luring you and your employees to take the bait and steal your private information. Make sure your cybersecurity keeps your business from being the catch of the day. At Hamilton, cybersecurity is our business. We are experts at keeping your network and business information secure and off the hook. Contact Hamilton for a vulnerability assessment today. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Fall for savings at Bonsall Pool and Spa. Beginning October 13th, customers can take advantage of great cash and financing options on hot spring spas. Get up to $1,000 off a new High Life Collection spa or $500 off a new Limelight Collection spa when you pay in full, or get 0% APR for 60 months when you finance. This amazing offer ends October 23rd. Visit them at 33rd and Pioneers to learn more on how you can fall for savings at Bonsall Pool and Spa.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435 John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air,
and electrical.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we know no two cases are the same. Whether it's a DUI, a criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
So, yeah, that sounded like Heinrich's the guy. I think he said again, Heinrich's got to improve his conditioning, which is one of the most confounding things I've heard. He looks like a decathlete. I mean, he's not a dumpy quarterback.
Oh, he runs.
I mean, he's one
fast.
of the best looking athletes on the campus.
Look at the run he had for the touchdown in that game. He looked pretty
Look
fast.
at the dude. How could his conditioning be bad?
What is this about?
It might be about that they asked him to do about everything.
He's carrying it 20 times a game.
Right.
He's a quarterback.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. We are one sleep away from Nebraska versus Northwestern, and we are one sleep away from Nebraska versus Wisconsin in volleyball, number 1 versus number 2. The game of the century, part 2.
Yep, Northwestern. AD, can you hear us? Can we hear you?
Yes. I can hear you.
Oh, you sound good, AD.
There he is.
You sound like you have a little Florida ocean voice.
You know what? If I look over to the side here, there's a lot of people out there yet. But you see it, you think it's stirring around. It's stirring around out there.
I heard you hit the PGA Tour Superstore pretty hard yesterday. Is
Dang
that
it.
true?
Nick, dang it. Dang it. And Raff knows, man, and my kids know, my family knows, I try to avoid that PGA store. It got me, dude. It got me. Well, the shirt I'm wearing right now, Nike Golf,
I just saw that. Yep,
Yeah.
that's what made me think of it.
Yeah, then they slapped that 50% off sale on all the dadgum signs. And next thing you know, man, it got me. I'm just gonna that lady goes, yeah, well, here goes the lady in there. Oh, that looks so nice. You should get that. Looks so nice.
Man, AD, I'll say one thing though, AD. Wearing that Nike golf shirt like you are, you probably got a son right now that's like Pops.
Yeah.
Remember where I'm being paid from?
Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way. They didn't have a lot of Under Armour gear in there, and the gear they did have, dude, I don't know what's going on with the new gear, but they had some Under Armour shorts that I really liked. But they would have came up to my groin. I mean, like way up there. I'm like, these are like some ooh baby bike shorts. Remember those bike shorts
yeah,
the coaches used to wear back in the day, Raff?
Yep, I sure do. I wore on my first day of 7th grade to Leffler. I thought I was quite the guy. I had my blue coach's shorts on and my Denver Broncos shirt, and I thought I was the man walking in. Boy, I found out real quick that wasn't the way you dress in junior high at Leffler.
Nick, when Raff was talking about a vacation, because I know you don't remember this, they weren't out yet, but they were literally called bike, BIKE shorts. And they were some cheek huggers, put it that way.
Yeah.
Man. They hugged the cheeks.
Oh, Raff.
And I
so
had
much that tree trunk, those trunks on the bottom of half of your body. They were exposed.
Well, did you ever see Coach Osborne?
Wait, do you have hair on your thighs?
No, not much.
Okay, well that would have been gross.
Yeah. Coach Osborne used to wear those red pants.
Yep.
With the white belt.
Yep.
Just imagine those as shorts cut off at your thighs.
Oh no.
Yeah, nice and snug.
Hey Nick, and I'm talking, and Raff is talking about very high cut off.
Yeah.
So they had some Under Armour ones there, but I was like, nah, I'm not rocking those, man. I'm not rocking those.
I thought I was the man though, walking into Leffler.
I bet you felt like that.
So Raff, you were rocking a Broncos. Was it a Broncos t-shirt?
Yeah, it was a Broncos like helmet t-shirt and blue bike coach's shorts. When I got that first day of school outfit, I thought Leffler would not know what hit him. The great one has finally arrived, and by recess or lunch recess that day, everybody at Leffler let me know.
Did they make fun of you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Raff, I'm sorry.
Oh, and you know what really kicked off the outfit? Hairspray. I had my hair nice and slick.
Oh
yeah.
no.
And I put the hairspray on while my hair was wet. So
so it looked a little wet. Raff.
I need to find that picture. I'll have to find that picture.
Jeez.
You see that picture and you're just like, oh yeah, that kid was ready for junior high.
Yeah, until first period when nobody would sit close to him.
it was bad. I still remember that day. There were some guys. I remember who you are.
Oh, do you? Do you remember?
Oh, I might.
Oh, good. So we're like, here.
But I ended up becoming friends with them. So once they said,
because then
quit wearing the biker shorts.
Well, then they started wearing the bike shorts.
No,
and they were like, wait, this is actually pretty cool.
No, that fad never took off. It never took off.
Oh man. Hey, I'm gonna just laugh, man. Longster, good morning. You're killing me, man. That's all I'm gonna say, Longster. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me. And Hammond Bean says, like John Stockton shorts. Nick, if you can remember John Stockton.
Oh, yeah.
Hammond Bean, good morning, my man. You're exactly right. It's just like John Stockton shorts. I was not rocking those, dude.
Yeah.
I was not.
I'll try and find that picture sometime this weekend or next, and I'll post it.
Well, I know your schedule's busy, so if you don't have time, it's okay.
Dude, it's busy.
It's okay.
I'm always grinding.
I know. Here, AD. Here's the deal. He goes yesterday. He's like, man, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Got a haircut, and then nothing. And I was like, well, that's a busy day for you, Raff. So you gotta make sure you get to that haircut on time.
Got an all day haircut, huh?
Yeah,
I was grinding all day yesterday. I was working hard.
Well, speaking of yesterday, we did do broadcast a high school football game last night. It was a good one.
You know what?
Southwest.
You two, I definitely want to talk about that to 8:30 at the next break, because I thought personally, seriously, I was listening to you guys, eating dinner and watching the NFL football Thursday night game at the same time.
Yeah.
And you guys, I'm just going to put this out there. Well, we joke a lot, but all due seriousness, you guys did a heck of a job last night, as always, man.
Thank you.
And a great game, because I want to get into that, because obviously you guys were there, you called the game, watched it. I got some questions for you guys too, so I want to get into that as well, to talk about that, because it was man, I wanted Southwest to get that game for Tranowicz, man. I wanted them to win that game pretty bad last night. But you guys did a heck of a job calling it. Hey, let me ask you guys this, Nick and Raff. You know, like I said, do you guys get in the ocean when you're by the ocean? Listeners, let me know. Do you get in the water? Because I go towards about to my ankles. Last night, which was crazy, I went in there to about my ankles. Dude, it was pitch black. So you couldn't see anything, or me.
You can't see the fin until it's right up on you.
Yeah.
The problem when I get in the ocean, I started hearing the Jaws song play, and I'm like, yep, got to go. Let's go
Yeah,
back.
dude. I just got in literally to my ankles. I took my shoes off and just kind of walked in there. I was like, okay, that's cool. And it's about 200 yards from the balcony here, man. I'm looking at people there. I don't go deep in there at all, man. Nick, do you get in?
I'll be honest. The only time I've seen the ocean was in Normandy, France, and so it'll be interesting when I go to Mexico here in January. I would assume that I'll probably make my way to the ocean at some point.
Raff, do you get in?
I usually, I guess I was down in the Gulf Shores one time, and I got up to, it was almost up to my neck, but then I just completely freaked myself out, and I was like, I'd never go that far out again. And then one of the family I was with, one of their kids got stung by a jellyfish.
Oh, dang.
And he's like, it's like electric. So I took one for the team and got stung by a jellyfish just to see what it would feel like. And it feels like electrical stuff in your arm. It was
no
crazy.
way.
Yeah, it was wild.
That's weird to purposely get stung by a jellyfish.
I know. I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Nick, you got one here from unknown texture 3334. Good morning, man. He says, Nick, do you find it fascinating that the beach at Normandy is just a regular beach to the French people?
You're right. Hey, you're absolutely right. It's just like a normal beach, but there's so much. I was there on D-Day, actually, on a D-Day anniversary, and so it was pretty powerful that day. That was pretty awesome.
Doubt, man.
So now the beaches in Normandy, is that where they gave like a little bit of land property to the United States, and they have the soldiers buried there? Because
there's cemeteries right there, but then also there's still craters like on the ledges and stuff. There's just these giant craters, obviously, just like formed in the land. It's unbelievable. It's some of the most uneven ground, and like we're talking large craters.
Yeah,
but it's unbelievable
because I saw this cool
story. It's just dead silent when you go, and it's unbelievable. There's nothing within 1,000 yards of it. There's no houses. There's nothing, and it's just dead silent, and you can't hear it. I mean, there's nothing going on except the waves and then the wind, obviously going through grass and stuff.
Because I saw this story where the people of France, I believe, that live close to there go down and get sand from the beach, and then bring it up to the tombstones and wipe it on the names to keep the names so you can still read them.
Yeah.
And I was like, if that's true, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Well, that's what they do with like General Patton's grave out in Europe and stuff. Because when we saw that, they were doing it, they were cleaning it, and then that's how they do it. So then it just makes the name a little more bold. That's awesome. It's really cool. I mean, every cemetery out there is heavily guarded. I mean, there's just it's just really, like, some people would probably feel like it's pretty eerie, just kind of like uncomfortable, but man, it is. I'm a history buff, so when you're in that situation. Oh, that's funny, Raff. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I saw David the Dad's post.
Yeah,
was in the Navy, and he has done a swim qualifier off the side of a sub in 8,000 feet of water in the Caribbean.
Oh, wow.
No way.
David the Dad, you're built different, brother.
Here comes
built
Meg.
different.
Yeah.
I saw Meg too, so I'm really not getting in the ocean.
Exactly. So, all right, guys. Well, we are very behind schedule. Let's go ahead and take a break, guys.
All right, we'll talk break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
It's football season, and that means coaches everywhere are busy making game plans. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. Teams make game plans because no two opponents are the same. At Liberty Law, we know no two cases are the same. Whether it's a DUI, a criminal charge, or you were injured and it wasn't your fault, we tailor our legal game plan to meet your unique needs. We are relentless trial attorneys serving all of Nebraska. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their pumpkin chai cream cheese, great with any bagel. Or have a pumpkin chocolate chip muffin. And of course, an apple pie dirty chai latte. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Berschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Berschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha. At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. For October, it's Pork Month. Enjoy all-natural boneless pork shoulder for $1.69 per pound, fresh pork belly for $2.99 per pound, and Fairway's fresh ham loaf mix for $2.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. This is going to be a huge weekend for Nebraska sports. I'm so excited for it. There's some buzz on the streets today.
Is there?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Got guys rolling around on scooters.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Let's hope the football player we just saw is not late for practice.
We're excited.
He was rolling around 11th and 0 on one of those lime scooters.
Breaking news.
Yeah, he had the look of scared and fear in his eyes.
You're running scared the day before the game.
Exactly, full pad. Anyway,
Nick, are you going down to the game, Nick?
I will. Yeah, I'll make my way down there. So, Northwestern Nebraska. I mean, it's less. I mean, it's a day away, right? It's a day away, and it's a big opportunity for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and we've said it all week, right? To just stay on the right foot, right? Yeah. Because you went into the bye week with a victory, and now you have an opportunity to come out of the bye week with a victory against probably, if you had to pick any team in the Big Ten, this is the team that you would hope that you have. I think, like even above an Illinois.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, AD. Like I know Northwestern beat Minnesota, but here's the deal: Nebraska should be able to win comfortably tomorrow. If Nebraska takes care of what they need to do, then they will be able to win comfortably tomorrow in a form of like a 28-7, a 28-10, like that type of game, to where with 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, we're not concerned about which way this one's going to finish. If they take care of what they can control, then that's going to be the situation tomorrow.
You know, I was talking to a guy. Yeah, I don't care if it's 3-0 or a safety 2-0. I was talking to a guy last night downstairs from Michigan, big Michigan fan, and he's got a one of his best friends, a Nebraska fan, and just talking about Harburg, and how, 3 years ago, they were thinking, obviously talking about firing the guy, etc. Older gentleman, so he had seen a lot. He was a Bo Schembechler type guy. Nick, that was Bo Schembechler. He was before your time. He was the former coach at Michigan, and he's old school guy, grind him out. He goes, and he said a lot of wisdom too. He goes, college schools better be careful firing guys when they lose a few games a year. And he goes, but those days are come and gone. He goes, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So yeah, I mean, you think about Michigan, man. I mean, Michigan really hasn't been testing yet. Raff and Nick, we talked about this a couple days ago, to where I think last week even, to where Michigan starters haven't played 4 quarters yet. They literally have not played 4 quarters yet. I mean, they had the 7-0. Indiana jumped up 7-0, I think it was last week, and then they roll off 52 points. The starters are on the bench. Heck, they had the band playing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So they haven't.
Hey, we need you to suit up. Put the tuba down. Come on.
Call that AD time.
I hope you watched film.
Yeah. So he was. I mean, real gracious guy. Talked with him last night about it, but yeah, it's a big game coming up, man. This is a game to where Nebraska, the rest of their schedule is a big game. Put it that way. I mean, they got to win out. They got to win out. Take care of business. But so, you guys, what do you think? We do the history and hop back on schedule, man.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have history, and then we'll be able to. Oh, one thing I want to put this plug out there real quickly. Tonight, top 10 high school football matchup. Want to talk about it? Gretna versus Lincoln East. It's number 8 Lincoln East versus number 9 Gretna. This is a big one. Last night, the game that Raff and I had between Miller North and Lincoln Southwest, that was for teams to still make their point to get into the playoffs. Well, Lincoln East and Gretna are in. It's just now the top 8 teams in Class A host next week for postseason football. And so basically, ultimately, the winner of tonight's game puts themselves in prime position to be one of the final spots to host, or final programs to host, their first round playoff game. And so with that in mind, that's why tonight is so important for both sides, is so that Lincoln East won't have to go on the road. Gretna doesn't have to go on the road. So there's a lot still, despite them both being firmly in the playoff picture. This is now trying to get that top 8 seed to host next week for postseason football.
Hey, Big Bird says, talking about Michigan. Good morning, Big Bird, my man. He says, Michigan's back. He goes, it's because they were stealing signs.
Hey, yeah, you're right.
They stole a lot of signs against Nebraska.
They did.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, real fast, Nick and Raff, that win by Millard North last night, did that knock out Southeast?
Yeah, well, Southwest is probably is probably done. It's really tough to get in with a 3-6 record nonetheless. Lincoln Southwest was somewhat on the outside looking in coming into last night's game.
But I'm saying
I will
Southeast.
say though, Southeast.
I think that knocked Southeast out.
Southeast could still be okay because last time I checked, Southeast was in the top 10. They were 10th in the wild card points. Now this isn't the end all be all main determining factor, but it's a decent reference point. And Southeast has South Sioux City this week, and they'll have zero issue with South Sioux City.
Well, here's what I was reading here this morning. It says it said the Knights were the Knights were kind of stung again because they beat Southeast. Miller North beat Southeast, and then it says Southeast needed a Lincoln Southwest win with their own win over South Sioux City tonight just for the district title, for the A6 title.
Yeah.
Just for the title. So I think they're still in though.
Yeah. I mean, because Lincoln Southeast right now is 5-3, if I remember correctly. And so once they beat South Sioux City this week, they'll be 6-3, and they won't. There's if you're 6-3, you're doing enough.
They'll just have a lower seed. They just won't get the district title.
You won't get the district title, and then you won't be able to host. So Lincoln Southeast will probably have to go on the road to wherever they play next week. But no, I mean, last night's game here I'll say this about Lincoln Southwest. Although they may not be in the playoffs or postseason this year, here's the deal. They got a lot of good pieces. Broxton Tepley, we saw him shine a couple of times, made some freshman quarterback type of mistakes as well throughout the game last night.
Freshman.
Freshman, 6'3", 175 pounds. He has good size to him as a freshman, Broxton Tepley. But then also they have some good pieces coming back. Ashton Trout, their backup running back, returns. They have Jackson Carpenter, Landon Kelly, all of those guys.
Say it, Nick.
Say what?
Simrad, baby.
Oh, Griffin Semrad returns after one more year. So it's just like they have a lot of good pieces to where Tepley, the freshman quarterback, or if they turn to the sophomore currently, junior to be Ryan Manning, they're going to have that continuity, hopefully, from year one to year two under Grant Tranowitz, because they also graduated a guy, their quarterback last year who had started for them 4 years, Colin Fritton. And so he had started all 4 years because I remember back prior to COVID when I was calling high school games for a local TV station that Colin Fritton as a freshman was starting on varsity. And so now this is kind of the second group of true freshmen, or not true freshmen, just freshmen starting for Lincoln Southwest high school football.
And I'll tell you what, AD, you squint your eyes a little bit watching Miller North. It was like you're watching John Onaha back at Air Force. Their triple option, it is all game long. They do not go away from it.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. That's all it is.
It's a beauty to watch. It's a beauty to watch.
214 yards rushing per game for the Miller North Mustangs. That's what they're averaging. So
the little Eric Crouches.
Yep. All right, guys, send us away.
All right, we'll throw it to break. Just the drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action. The Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha. When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their pumpkin chai cream cheese, great with any bagel. Or have a pumpkin chocolate chip muffin. And of course, an apple pie dirty chai latte. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, one day before the biggest day of Nebraska sports of the year. I'm calling it right now.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Biggest day of Nebraska sports.
There you go.
Volleyball, football, boom. We ready for the 2 greatest words in the history of sports?
I think so. AD, it's going to have a Caribbean theme to it today for you because you're in Florida. All right, here we go.
Now,
don't
punting.
know much about history.
Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
There it is.
There
it
is.
Steel drums in the
Yeah,
background.
man.
Yep.
That song does not sound any better down here either, my man.
No. It never sounds good. It never sounded good.
You guys don't believe in the greatness of that song.
What you got for us today, Raff?
Ooh, what do I got?
Well, what does anybody have? What does either one of you guys have?
I've got stuff, but I want to hear what AD has. Then I'll match it up.
Okay.
Well, in 1963, Jim Brown sets NFL single season rushing record for 1,863 yards. Jim Brown. And you know, we were talking about Barry Sanders. I think it was last week, either this week or last week. We were talking about Barry Sanders. And remember, Raff, you'd remember this, man, to where Barry Sanders' dad always told him that Jim Brown was the greatest running back ever. So Barry never felt, I can't say he never felt, I don't know how he felt, but he always mentioned how his dad, it wasn't Walter, wasn't Barry, but it was Jim Brown. That was his era. You know, that was the time for him, man.
Got up at
1,863 yards, man.
Gets up at Barry Sanders' Hall of Fame speech. Celebration of Barry Sanders, of course. Looks over at Jim Brown and he goes, well, I know my son's here today, but I just wanted to meet you, Jim Brown. You're the greatest player that ever played the game.
Oh, no. That's awesome.
I love it. Here's some history we hope we don't repeat. And then, Raff, I want you to go with yours, man. Here's some history we hope we don't repeat as far as that goes. This is October 13th, 2018 in Evanston, Illinois. Nebraska led by 14 points in the fourth quarter, but surrendered a 90-yard touchdown game-tying drive, fell in 34-31 in overtime. Raff, and I know you both remember that. Divine Ezigbo had 159 yards rushing and 33 yards receiving. We still blew that. That one still, I don't know why that one, guys. I'm not going to say more than last year's game in Ireland, but that was one. You're up 14 points and you lose an OT 34-31.
Yeah. What year was that one again?
2018, man. 2018. That was a oof. Oh, I think we've been saying that a lot as Nebraska fans for the past number of years. Like, oof, that one hurt.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that is not one that's fun. So
cool hand loop, false start.
Yeah. No, I jumped the gun with I didn't let Raff say now punting and you know people hurt. People got correct. Somebody said, was that an onside kick? Was that a false start?
It is too soon for onside kick. Too soon.
Here's what I'll say. David from Renew says the song always puts a smile on my face. It's a great song. Well, David, whatever puts a smile on your face makes the three of us happy. So we just want to make you smile, David.
Miss you, David. Miss you, big bro. Miss you, brother. We got to get out soon, man. Raff, what you got, homeboy?
What was the trophy they played for in Semi-Pro, the movie?
I do not know.
Darn it, I cannot remember it. But on this day in 1976, the ABA New York Nets sold Julius the Dr. Irving to the Philadelphia 76ers. So I'm guessing they lost the championship and got fifth place.
Yeah.
Hey, Raff. Hey, Raff, this is some history, man. I don't think a lot of people know who is it your great uncle?
It's my niece and nephew's great uncle.
Share that story real quick, man. It's a cool story, Nick. Share that story real quick before we go to break. Share that story, bro.
All right. So my niece and nephew's great uncle was Jim Tucker. Name doesn't ring a lot of bells, I know, but he held the quickest to get a triple-double in NBA history for about 60 years before the Joker beat it.
Wow.
But he also was on the Syracuse Nationals NBA team. I think it was 54-55. And him and Earl Monroe were the first two African-Americans to win a NBA championship. So
dang.
So he passed away a few years back. However, I got to meet him. It's probably been about 6 years ago, and I got to wear his NBA championship ring and all that. So a lot of
that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Cool stuff. Big Jim was awesome. And the thing about Big Jim is they made a little documentary about him, and it won I think it was a Emmy Award, or I forgot what they give for movies.
Yep.
But what happened was they won the NBA championship, and they were having a celebration, giving his rings. No, they didn't have rings back then. They didn't get rings. He didn't get the ring until later. But they're having like an NBA celebration, a party after they won the championship. He was walking by an apartment building, and the building was on fire. Jim went up into the building and saved a little baby. And
oh my gosh!
So Jim was a hero. Jim was an amazing dude.
That's unbelievable.
How cool is that story, Nick?
That's awesome.
That's great awesome. Jim Tucker. That's history that we need to share more often, Raff, because that's just such a cool story, man. Such a cool story.
It was awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
And also,
Nick, we come. Go ahead.
Mantle's birthday today, number 7.
Mickey Mantle's birthday. How about that? It's
Nice.
nice.
How old would he be, Raff?
31. So it would be 90.
1931 he was born.
31. So he'd be 92. Yeah,
92, 93, somewhere around there.
Somewhere there.
The great one.
He passed away in 95. Can you believe that?
Gosh.
That has been 20. Why am I forgetting how many years?
That'd be about 28 years.
Yeah, 28 years ago. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But they say legends live forever, and 28 years later, Mickey Mantle still holds a place in the hearts of most
Darn
people.
right. Darn right.
That's right. When we come back, folks, we're going to talk Husker football. We got some sound bites. It's a big game tomorrow, as Raff and Nick mentioned. Folks, it's a big one. If you're going down to the game, tailgating for the game, whatever it may be, cheer loud. And then, of course, we got the nightcap at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow night is Nebraska hosts Wisconsin, number 1 versus number 2 at the Bob. It's going to be a game. Raff, send us a break, my brother.
All right, well, throw it to break. Just the drive, 92.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. For October, it's Pork Month. Enjoy all-natural boneless pork shoulder for $1.69 per pound, fresh pork belly for $2.99 per pound, and Fairway's fresh ham loaf mix for $2.99 per pound. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their pumpkin chai cream cheese, great with any bagel. Or have a pumpkin chocolate chip muffin. And of course, an apple pie dirty chai latte. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha. Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and man, the October incentives get better. You won't want to miss this. Happening right now at Koppel, you have 0% financing or $6,500 off MSRP on select new half-ton crew cab pickups. Yes, you heard right. Happening right now until the end of the month. 0% financing or $6,500 off sticker price. Those incentives are the best we've seen this entire year. Hurry on in while supplies last. Just take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus and with roof credit.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook, their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs. Or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See club for details.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show. Sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, and this is the part of the morning we always wait for. Stern Company. Stern Company provides us solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. You can call Roger at 477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. And with that, the question of the day, we propose this to AD, Nick, the text line.
Mm-hmm.
What will be the quickest way to get from Memorial Stadium to the Bob Devaney Sports Center on Saturday after the game concludes and volleyball begins? What is the quickest way?
Yeah, you got to let us know, because there's going to be, I think, a mass exodus of Husker fans.
There might be a coach.
There may be a coach. And this is what Matt Rule had to say yesterday, talking about the pressure that he feels to go to a Nebraska volleyball game on Saturday night. Here's Matt Rule.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is because we utilize the same training table, the same academic space, and because everyone sort of flows through here, you just get to know the student athletes, So I'd much prefer to get to know them as people, instead of just someone in a jersey. But, like in the preseason, we went to the soccer game. I was talking to Coach, it's the last golf match is coming up, So I want to be a part of all those things. It's why you love being at the University of Nebraska, because there's excellence abounds, right? That's why we go take the players to go see Hamilton. I want them to be around excellence. The volleyball team is certainly excellent. So I think it's really important for our guys to understand that they're part of something bigger, not just the team, but also the athletic department, also the university, also the state. So that's why we try to do those things. But, to me, when you go watch our women's volleyball team play, like, you're watching the best people in the world at what they do. And that's pretty cool to me, So I hope I get to go Saturday. Now you're making me think I should go. So maybe I'll go. But no matter what, I know they're going to be ready to play. I know they're going to be fired up to go. And I know you see a bunch of our players there too.
So there you go.
I'm thinking if we win, he goes. If we lose, you won't see him.
I don't think Matt Rule's going if Nebraska falls to Northwestern on Saturday.
You know what? I think he does regardless.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he does regardless. May not be in the best of mood, of course.
Yeah.
But I think he goes. We'll see what happens. I like the comment, though, because he mentioned, I was reading an article, I think it was yesterday or the day before where he was speaking. Would actually had been yesterday, where he's talking about, he has his own two daughters that, talk about Nebraska volleyball, et cetera. So I think he goes, because I think his daughters are going to want to go for the most part, as far as that goes, too, regardless of the outcome.
Yes. Here, AD, here's that quote from Matt Rule.
I love our women's volleyball team, and I love the women that are on it. Coach Cook means a great deal to me. In those kind of tough moments early in the year when you lose a couple games, it's John Cook and a bunch of our other coaches, but Coach Cook is the one kind of hitting me up. So I'm excited for them. I've watched pretty much every match because I have two daughters at home that want to be Nebraska volleyball players. And so, we think, hey, can we watch the Michigan match? I'm like, yeah, I think we're going to watch the highlights, the 12-minute highlight. It's an hour and 31 minutes straight through of watching volleyball. But I'm fascinated by the sport, fascinated by them. So my daughters want to go. I know we have some recruits that want to go. I'll be honest with you, Sam, I pass out after every game. I go home and I am out. It's like when I was an assistant, you're kind of like you have this knot in your stomach on offense or on defense, and then the other side of the ball you can relax. Like I have a knot on my stomach the whole game, so I'll probably pass out. But I don't, Julie and the girls, I think they want to go, so you might see me there. I don't make a lot of decisions in my house.
There you go.
Smart man.
You're going. Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, exactly. No, guys, let's just talk about the opportunity at hand for Nebraska's athletic department on Saturday, right? We know that football is the main driver when it comes to fan morale at times. But if they can compound a Nebraska football victory with a victory over the number one team in the country in women's volleyball, a team that, by the way, Nebraska volleyball's lost their last 10 matches against, and that's Wisconsin. Wow. They've lost their last 10 matches to the Wisconsin Badgers. Being able to do it at home also. You have football on their own stage at 2:30 p.m. and then volleyball on their own stage in prime time at 7 p.m. rightfully so. If Nebraska athletics can go 2-0 though that day, this city is going to feel really, really good Saturday night, and it's going to be popping down here.
But just even the fact that both those events happening You got the football game going. Say Nebraska pulls off the victory. Usually, Nebraska wins, Nebraska loses.
Yeah.
The cube area is busy for like maybe another hour and a half after the game. Then it starts to disperse.
Yeah.
Nebraska pulls off a win. People will be feeling really, really good. And then nobody's going to want to go home. You'll have probably the game up on the cube. You'll have the game on here, probably down at 93.7 the ticket.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have a lot of people not wanting to go home and stay and watch the volleyball game on television because, you only have 8,000 seats at Devaney. So this is going to be a great day for the city of Lincoln. Biggest day of the year for Nebraska.
I'll be honest, guys. I don't know if you guys have seen this. When I've went to local establishments, not even in downtown Lincoln, there's places throughout all of Lincoln. Just 2 Saturdays ago, I tried to go to just a general sports bar, just a normal sports bar here in Lincoln, and it was packed to the brim.
Yeah.
And it was an hour before first serve.
Yep.
There was no football going on. It was nothing going on. It was an hour before first serve, and everybody in the bar was wearing red. And that was at 3 separate bars. We went from one place to another place to another place, and we couldn't get in.
Yep.
An hour before first serve. And so you want to talk about how football is this main driver. And yes, when you're talking about revenue, yes, at the end of the day, it probably is still. But man, there are a lot of people. We talk about carving time out of your day for football. Right. And AD, you always talk about the apathy piece of it is that's the worst thing for a program is when people aren't carving time out of their day and making it a routine to watch your game. Here's the deal. John Cook and his squad, they have gotten it to a point, a dynasty, if you will, to where people are carving time out of their day, whether it's a weekday or whether it's a weekend, and they are making sure that they are supporting Nebraska volleyball. It's such a cool thing to see.
And it's to a point now too where people are having volleyball watch parties.
Yeah.
It's growing. I mean, it grows every year. It grows more and more. And right now I would say it's at an all-time high.
Yeah, it's really cool. Kevin from Lincoln says party on O Street in front of the Ticket building. Hey, we're going to be here. We'll still have our post-game coverage for the Nebraska Northwestern game. And so we'll definitely have the Nebraska-Wisconsin match on the TVs. Obviously, you can get some Mill Coffee. You can get some Beatrice Bakery. Come on down, hang out, and we're going to be able to celebrate, hopefully, a Nebraska football victory, and then pair that up and cheer together for Nebraska volleyball.
And what does that turn into if Nebraska goes 2-0? O Street.
Hey, I would say we're locking the doors. We're getting you guys out of here.
O Street might look like 90s again.
Yeah. Maybe they'll carry the volleyball net down O Street.
Nick,
we got to get it out of the Bob.
Nick, you mentioned in that though, man. I mean, it's hard to believe a team as good as Nebraska. It's just kind of like it reminds me of the old Nebraska OU matchups in football, to where there were years. I mean, a number of years we just couldn't get OU's number. We'd be winning, and then that fourth quarter, Sooner Magic, what they used to call it, would happen and you'd hear the that fight song.
Yep.
And it's similar to what Nebraska and Wisconsin is right now. When you just mentioning that again, haven't beat Wisconsin in the last 10 tries. That just seems unfathomable for me in that how good Nebraska volleyball is. But everybody has their nemesis, man. And Wisconsin has been ours. We just haven't been able to get them. So again, hopefully that changes tomorrow night, man, that we can get them. Big stage.
So I hear. How about this, guys? The other night I was out to dinner, and obviously there were TVs in the place. But the table next to us, I was on Wednesday night, asked, "Hey, do you have Big Ten Plus?" Because they wanted to watch the volleyball game. They're asking people, like Brian on our Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream off of YouTube. Brian says, this year just seems different for the volleyball team and program. My family has felt more invested than any other year.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And that's true. And we're acting like this is some magical season for Nebraska. They're used to these kind of performances. This is norm, to where there is a lot more excitement, I think, because the future looks so bright since this team is young and they won't graduate a whole lot of people. They won't graduate anybody this year, but they won't graduate a ton of people in the near future. This team is so young and they're having so much success that in the time where the football program is still a little bit of struggle, the volleyball program, and hey, the Nebraska women's soccer program as well. They got a win against Purdue last night.
Coach Walker.
And make sure you tune into On and Off the Pitch with Sammy and Sarah, because here on the Ticket, because they'll give you some insights on the soccer season, but then also they're fun people to be around. And so that soccer team is picking it back up as well. They have they got their 12th win, I believe, of the season last night, and they're a fringe top 25 team. According to some of the polls, they're in the top 25, but now after a win against Purdue, they should be able to firmly be in that poll. So
yeah, and I look at too with Nebraska volleyball is they've never rested on their laurels. They've continued to grow the game. I mean, credit to John Cook and Trev Alberts. That 91 or 90, what was it, 93,005? That just that right there, how that spread the game of Nebraska volleyball. I mean, it's always been popular, but I think that just kind of took it up to a whole new level where you drew a whole bunch of eyes, because I would guess probably at that match there was probably 30 or 40,000 that probably never been to a volleyball match in their life, but they were just going for the spectacle of it and then fell in love with it, and then that just continues to grow the game. I mean, what they've done down there just to grow the game is just amazing.
Yeah. And maybe that's part of why it feels like this year is so different. And I'm not trying to be like disrespectful by saying like this is a different year, and like I'm not trying to be like that, but I think we can all kind of feel a little bit of difference this year.
It's grabbed more eyes,
and part of it certainly could be from the volleyball day in Nebraska event. And I guess, hey, if it provides benefits for you as a program and for the fan base, do it. I mean,
Nick,
figure out a way.
I'm going to tell you this. I think that Volleyball Day in Nebraska was huge because I was yesterday morning, I was in Columbus. We're outside Columbus in Dublin, Ohio. And there were Michigan fans and Ohio State fans that were talking about that game. I mean, literally during my Q&A, there were Michigan fans, Michigan State fans, and Ohio State fans. They were asking me questions about the game because, obviously I didn't go, but Brooke went, my wife went, and she says it was absolutely insane. That game, and you look at what Iowa in basketball. I mean, I don't know the genesis of that idea when they first came up with it, but I guarantee you Nebraska had a huge influence on the country in doing that. Down here in Marco Island, the gentleman last night from Michigan was talking about it. Another client from Illinois that's down here for this conference was talking about Volleyball Day in Nebraska. And she's a former volleyball player herself, played at a small school in Illinois. But she mentioned, she goes, how in the world did you guys pull off 90,000+ people in a football stadium for a volleyball game? So I think that game it's going to pay dividends for years down the road to show that the success Nebraska's had, Coach Cook and those young ladies, as well as the longevity of it. This is not a flash in the pan. This is something they've done for a number of years consecutively. And I agree with Brian on the text line. Brian, good morning to you, man. It does feel different. This year, there's just something different about it. Whether that resonates to a win tomorrow, we don't know. But it's definitely a different feeling. And Nick, I want to say this too. I pulled up the YouTube. TMZ00 said, as a 30, and first of all, thank you for your service, brother. It goes, as a 30+ Army vet, I'm very jealous of your trip to the beaches of Normandy, still on his bucket list. So
do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, here's the thing, guys. What I would also say before Raff, you sent us to break, like at the end of the day, this has forced people to talk about it.
Yep.
Like just this season has forced, and this isn't necessarily a conversation of like women's sports needs to be talked about more. Like, because I know people can get kind of uncomfortable about that conversation, but when you do things that the Nebraska volleyball team is doing, they deserve to be discussed.
Absolutely.
And they deserve to be talked about, whether it's a men's sport, whether it's a women's sport, does not matter. Now, there's obviously cool little add-ons with it being a women's sport in Nebraska, right? And being on center stage. And we're thankful, obviously, that Nebraska has that pull and that ability to showcase a women's sport like that on that stage. But anyway, nonetheless, the way that they pulled off the events, the way that they had it was a game, right? It was a true competitive game. But then after the celebration, the party, and I was standing right next to the court, and when they turned off all the lights, or even on the tunnel walk, and I'll go back, and I've done this a couple times. Like I'll go back and I'll watch the videos from my vantage point down there and stuff. And it's goosebumps all over again.
Yeah.
It's incredible,
and
the kind of feeling that they were able to pump through that stadium.
And a lot of it came through the television, because I remember I was watching, I think I was in Kearney or something.
Yeah.
And watching on television, and it was coming through. You could just see like the excitement and just just the pure happiness. And then you think about that, all those little kiddos that were in the crowd that night.
Yeah.
And that what that's going to affect those kids in the future, because they're always going to remember that night. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it makes you excited and happy to be a part of Nebraska's fan base at that moment, I think. And there's a lot of pride that goes into that event, whether you were one of those that bought the tickets, whether like you're like us, the media members, or whether you're a member of an actual athletic department. It just, there's a lot of pride, I think, that went into that event. So,
you know, California 8668 says it's because of the 93,000 in the stadium, so a lot more people jumped on the bandwagon when the press got on that. And I agree with you, my brother in California. I hope you're doing well out there, man. Yeah. It definitely brought a lot of notoriety to it. Big Bird says Iowa had their idea around the men's Final Four early this year. Big Bird, appreciate that, my man. Have a great Friday. Well, fellas, when we come back, man, let's talk about keys to the game tomorrow for the football team, man. There is, like I said, man, if you lose to Northwestern, granted, you know, the Bob is still going to be packed out. But boy, it's going to feel a lot better if we can pull out this win. So let's talk about that when we get back, fellas. Keys to Nebraska's win, to get a win against Northwestern tomorrow. Raff, take us home, my man.
All right, we'll go to break. Just the drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their pumpkin chai cream cheese, great with any bagel. Or have a pumpkin chocolate chip muffin. And of course, an apple pie dirty chai latte. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See club for details.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com. Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff, who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
So what's this new concept happening at 1040 O Street? There's 93.7 The Ticket, there's The Mill Coffee and Tea, and there's Grandma's Bake Shop and Beatrice Bakery? Well, yeah, it's all of those things. It's a place for the community to hang out, grab a drink and a bite, and just chill, or work, or meet, or chat, or whatever you want to do. 93.7 The Ticket, The Mill Coffee and Tea, Grandma's Bake Shop, and Beatrice Bakery, all together at 1040 O Street.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car and your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Most parents have a homework schedule for the weekdays, but don't forget to cover the weekends. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. A good way to avoid a problem is to set a homework schedule for the weekend. Set aside a couple hours of homework time on Saturday and help your student avoid staying up late Sunday night to finish a project. Remember, communicating with your child's teacher is vital for student success.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today. Found in most local grocery stores.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha. If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
A warm Friday on the way here, at least by October standards. We'll top out near 83. Winds out of the west-northwest at around 15. Plenty of sunshine. Overnight, a weak cold front will move through. We'll see a low down to around 50. It will be cooler tomorrow, but extremely pleasant for your Saturday. We'll top out near 70. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, or a catch-up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. This weekend's the weekend to get to Florial's and do some food. Do a takeout order, go in, say hi to Bess. Oh man, you have a voice of an angel, Nick.
I don't even need to sing. I just need to provide the background. Oh, I forgot to turn on AD's mic. Oh, sorry, AD, if you were talking.
No.
Turn on your audio. Okay, good.
Once Nick starts singing, he just turns off everyone's audio.
I was listening, Nick. You were humming. I was just looking at the ocean, going, "That boy can hum. That boy good."
What do you know? Gentlemen, big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. By the way, no better place to spend pregame than right here at 1040 O Street. Come on down, hang out with us, say what's up, and let's pre-celebrate a Husker football victory, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys the same question. It cannot be the same answer. So whoever wants to go first, you know what, AD? We'll let you go first.
All
right, so Raff, I'm going to keep you on your toes. I need outside of quarterback and outside of linebacker. What player on each side of the ball needs to have their best game tomorrow?
You know, AD. I'm going to go with this, man. I'm going to go with the polar bear.
Okay.
the polar bear, I think Nash is going to have to cause some disruption. And Northwestern's offense is nothing of a juggernaut. Well, heck, neither is ours as far as that goes. You know, we both have very, I don't want to say this, kind of our offenses are still finding themselves, if you would. And I got a lot of respect. First, we put it out there for Northwestern in light of what they've been dealing with. I mean, there were whispers of them not even having a football season. Let's get that out the way first, with everything that's going on there, which we know we've talked about that ad nauseum. So I'm not going to go into that, but they've had a lot going on, and I'm honestly I'm proud of those. I'm proud of those young men for Northwestern. I want to put that out there to battle through all the stuff that had nothing to do with many of those guys on that roster, nothing to do with them, but yet they're having to play, not having to play. They chose to play, which I'm glad they did. With all the scrutiny and all the chaos going around them, it shows you, man, that sports is a way to kind of escape the chaos.
Yeah.
And you can create your own chaos, but it's a good 4 hours to where you can just tap out of the chaos in our crazy world right now. And so I got a lot of respect for Northwestern, first of all, but it's a team that's trying to find themselves offensively, and so are we. And with that being said, I think Nash, man, for him to be disruptive will be key for us. Because if we have a disruptive interior, that disrupts the timing, that disrupts routes, that disrupts running lanes, etc., or causes there to be a lack thereof as far as running lanes and passing lanes. So I think Nash is going to be critical tomorrow for us offensively. I know we've said this a number of times, but I think a lot of it's going to go on H squared too, man. How he manages the game. Because let's be honest, guys, he's still finding himself as a quarterback, man. He's still finding himself. We're in the teeth of the Big Ten right now. We're that magic number 6. We're 3 away from the magic number. Now, obviously, of course, I'd like more than 3 more wins there, but H squared is going to be critical tomorrow. How he handles the ball, how he checks out of audibles, and how he calls plays, how he composes himself. And I think another thing with him, how he composes the rest of the guys on that team, the other 10 guys on his team, and they got to play complementary football, man. So as I think as Nash goes, so goes H squared. So I think it's going to be critical. And with that being said, with H squared being the quarterback, we cannot turn over the dadgum football. You cannot get in a turnover game with Northwestern, because throw records out of it, throw the out of it. Nebraska and Northwestern, I think the overall series is like 2 games. I think we're like 2 games in the overall series. So you throw the records out of it, throw the chaos out of it. Nebraska, Northwestern, you got the outlier game that happened, was it 2 years ago? We beat them like 52-7 or something crazy like that. That was an anomaly, because usually those games come down close. The history had today to where we were up 14 in 2018, and then they win 34-31 in overtime. The Hail Mary that we beat them with, So it's another year happened, So Northwestern Nebraska.
AD, come back.
Okay, one thing I will say while we get AD back here. There he goes. There he is. AD there?
Yep. Go ahead, Raff.
Oh, well, so here's what I was going to say. That Northwestern game, though, that Nebraska won 52-7, that was the Jaquez Yant game. Never forget, out of that game, it was, why isn't Jaquez Yant playing more? Why isn't Jaquez Yant getting more snaps? Well, unfortunately, there was some other stuff going on that maybe the fans don't know about. But what I would also say, don't forget those Bo Pelini days and this is going to cause throw some salt in the wounds that freshly healed right now for Husker fans. Never forget when Nebraska was ranked top 10, like top 15 back in the Bo Pelini days. Northwestern would bring in Kane Coulter and they'd bring in Trevor Siemian, and they would somehow, some way beat Nebraska in Memorial Stadium when Nebraska was a top 15 team every single time. Nebraska could never stop Kane Coulter, who was like Northwestern's running quarterback in the 2 QB system. And it was the most frustrating thing ever. It was the worst thing.
Because it was nothing fancy that Coulter did. He was just a gamer.
You knew every time that man entered the game, it was like, all right, it's going to be a quarterback run. We just don't know where he's going to go. And you still could never stop him. And Nebraska, it's like, man, Nebraska's this top 10 team, and they should be, you need Ron Kellogg III to save the day. All right, Raff, same question to you, my man.
Hey, real quick, Raff, before you go. Longster, I'm laughing. You're exactly right. Because, Nick, you did say outside of quarterback and linebacker, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I was just going to let it slide. Here's the thing. I thought you initially when you started talking AD, because I would not have put this past you. I thought AD was gonna go like, dude, we just need a big game out of all 11 on each side. You're gonna go, and I was like, okay, do I need to say something? Like, come on, AD, don't be lazy.
I waxed poetic on the H squared, and Longster was like, part timer. You didn't hear the question.
Well, see, I thought, okay, maybe he did hear the question when you didn't say all 11 because you said somebody outside of linebacker. And I was like, all right, cool. And then we got to the offense. I think, oh, man, guys, I think Heinrich Harburg needs to have the best game. I was like, oh, come on. You're so close. All right, Raff. So outside of Heinrich Harburg and Nash, all right, and who needs to? You can even say the backup quarterback, right? You know,
you said not quarterback.
Well, good listening.
You said not
way to have the listening ears turned on.
Not quarterback.
Nice.
So am I giving offense or defense or both? Both. All right. So on defense, I'm going to follow on the line of AD. I'm going to say Cam Linhart. The reason why
no Ty Robinson out of either one of you.
I'm going Cam
Interesting.
Linhart.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying this is, was it two? I forgot which game it was. He sort of got rolled up a little bit.
Yep. It was the Louisiana Tech game.
He got rolled up a little bit. So I thought he lost a little bit of his burst, wasn't playing as much. I'm thinking this bye week is going to give him time for that, for whatever it was that was nagging him. I think that will help him. I think he'll have that burst back. And I think this will be one of those games where he puts his handprint or fingerprint on the game. So
that was really interesting with Cam. Sorry to interrupt, because Cam. So a lot of the times we'll get little hints on who's available in the second half, because they're not dressed for the second half, right? But I will say that in that second half of the La Tech game, Cam Linhart was fully dressed on the sideline in half number 2. And so then after the game, when we found out that he was banged up and he was not going to play in half number 2, I was like, all right, wait a minute. That he was still dressed. I saw it with my own eyes.
He's ready to go.
It was kind of an interesting little situation there. Okay, offense.
So I think he gets his explosion back. So, all right. So on offense, I'm going to go with getting his first start at wide receiver.
Okay.
Malachi Coleman. I think this is a game where he's had a catch, but I'm ready for one of those big catches. I'm looking like, a 40 or 50 yards, something, maybe a catch and run, something just to dip his feet in the water a little bit. And I think once that happens, I think you'll see some of those floodgates open for him where you'll see some more big catches out of him. So I'm going Malachi.
Here's what I would say, guys. And this is a big piece of it defensively that maybe people aren't thinking about. I was listening to the David Braun press conference from earlier this week. It's 18 minutes long. If you have 20 minutes of your time, go listen to it, because it's a really fascinating situation that Northwestern's in right now with the whole, and we talked about it earlier this week, Raff, the whole David Braun, what you tell recruits right now, your situation is so unique, I think, right? And Nebraska fans can somewhat relate because they went right through it, not because of off the field stuff with their head coach, but because they needed to replace their permanent head coach towards the tail end of last year. So Nebraska fans kind of understand the situation, but the media is not backing off of David Braun. Like, hey, what are you telling these guys to make them stay committed to Northwestern? Like, what are you telling recruits? What's your message to the current players? Northwestern's coming off their bye week. One thing we did find out is that their starting quarterback, Ben Bryant, who is the transfer from Cincinnati, he was 9-2 as a starter with the Bearcats at his previous stop. He is now their starting quarterback at Northwestern. He's banged up. It's questionable whether or not he's going to play. Now, that means Brendan Sullivan, their backup quarterback, would then start. And here's what I'm working the main point is here, is that when Northwestern played Howard, Northwestern won 23-20. They escaped from Howard when Brendan Sullivan played and started the game at quarterback. A completely unbalanced offensive performance by Northwestern. They only threw the ball 18 times against Howard, and they ran it 49 times as a team against Howard. So you're talking about just the imbalance, the imbalance of run versus pass with Nebraska or Northwestern football when Brendan Sullivan is the quarterback. Nebraska's rush defense is the strongest part of their defense. There's a way here to where if Nebraska, Northwestern, has to start Brendan Sullivan at quarterback, it's going to play directly into Nebraska's hands because Nebraska's rush defense will be able to show their mighty power And Nebraska's rush offense, which is their best side of the ball, are going to be able to go against this defense that ranks 108th in rush defense of Northwestern. So once again, there's this way that this plays right into the hands of Nebraska on both sides of the ball, but also that allows for no excuse not to get the job done and run it successfully.
Right.
So there's just some inner web thinking there with Brendan Sullivan. They don't trust him to throw the ball. It's not like if Northwestern would have won 43-10 against Howard, then you understand why maybe there's that imbalance of 49 runs to 18 passes. They were in a dogfight. They were in a dogfight against Howard. They did not look good against Howard with Brendan Sullivan running the show, but still had to throw the ball to some extent. But they couldn't. They didn't trust Brendan Sullivan to do it at any way possible. So,
unknown texter 0099. Good morning to you. I think that's interesting. I think it's a great point. He goes looking for Alvano to get a couple field goals and boost his confidence moving forward. I totally agree with you on that. Thunder Knock Collins, what's happening, brother? He goes, H2 is tossing the rock for 250 tomorrow. AG23 is getting 125, and Fedoni is getting to fly like Chai Skurs by 20. I'd love it. That took place, my man. Good morning to you, Thunder Knock Collins. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so.
All righty, guys. It's time to get to Raff's good take and AD attitude adjustment, fellas.
All right, we'll go to break. Oh, sorry, you got it, AD. You want me to have it? Who got it?
No, that's you, brother.
All right, we'll throw it to break, everyone. We'll be right back. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. I love Friday.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Yet another Nebraska winter is looming, and you know you're going to need tires on your vehicle. Don't fret. They are all on sale now during the October Spectacular event at Graham Tire Company. Buy 3 Kumo tires and get the 4th tire free with the purchase of an install package. Save big on Goodyear, Hankook, Nokian, and more. Big rebates on select Goodyear tires that will double when you use your Goodyear credit card. It's their biggest sale of the year, and it's happening now. GrahamTireLincoln.com, getting you to the places that matter most. When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Bärschen Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Bärschen Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road. Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, Driving your dream car and your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
What is Kasasa Cash at Liberty First Credit Union? It's more. More earning, more freedom, more rewards. With Kasasa Cash, you earn up to 5.5% APY, and your rewards begin instantly from a penny up to $40,000, all without monthly service fees. Plus, Kasasa Cash at Liberty First Credit Union gives you more ATMs nationwide. When you want more, you want Kasasa Cash. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Fall for savings at Bonsall Pool and Spa. Beginning October 13th, customers can take advantage of great cash and financing options on hot spring spas. Get up to $1,000 off a new High Life Collection spa or $500 off a new Limelight Collection spa when you pay in full, or get 0% APR for 60 months when you finance. This amazing offer ends October 23rd. Visit them at 33rd and Pioneers to learn more on how you can fall for savings at Bonsall Pool and Spa.
Most parents have a homework schedule for the weekdays, but don't forget to cover the weekends. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. A good way to avoid a problem is to set a homework schedule for the weekend. Set aside a couple hours of homework time on Saturday and help your student avoid staying up late Sunday night to finish a project. Remember, communicating with your child's teacher is vital for student success.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, wrapping up another Friday show. It's almost game day. Nebraska Northwestern, Nebraska, Wisconsin. It's going to be a great weekend in downtown Lincoln. It's going to be a great weekend in the state of Nebraska. We're going 2-0.
Let's get right to it here. We're up against the clock. Raff, get ready. Right.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now.
What you got?
All right. So yesterday I had my Raff's Good Take, had a little reverb on the feed or whatever. So yeah, I'm giving it to him again. The Food Bank of Lincoln, you are Raff's Good Take. Executive Director Michaela, Jenny, John, Dane, and the countless staff and volunteers for their ongoing commitment to address and stomp out food insecurity in Lincoln and the surrounding communities. To all the volunteers, everybody that does that is such an amazing thing. Food Bank of Lincoln, you're doing great things, and your Raff's Good Take. And I gave it to you 2 days in a row, and you deserve it for all the great stuff you do. So Raff's Good Take, the Food Bank of Lincoln, Michaela and staff keep on doing an amazing job.
Absolutely.
Raff, that's an awesome RGT, man, and well deserving to the Lincoln Food Bank, man. Do great work for the city of Lincoln and surrounding areas. So again, kudos to them and keep doing the great work and helping those that are less fortunate and need it as far as that goes. The AD Attitude Adjustment today is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. ILC is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time, days, evenings, and weekends, help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at ilc.net/careers. Folks, today's Attitude Adjustment, folks, is kind of a personal one. Got my hands right here from the text line. You can't see it really, but it's called Grief Share, and it's a Grief Share workbook. Raff knows this quite a bit. With cleaning up my dad's place even last week was tough, man. The radio was fun. I love it. Speak in front of an audience. I'm always nervous, but I can do that. dealing with grief is something I don't do well. I kind of compartmentalize it a little bit, a lot actually, not a little bit. I compartmentalize it a lot, and it's like that junk drawer you have in your kitchen or your house. You don't want anyone to go in there, and that's how I've been with grief. Although I talk about it sometimes with you guys and gals on the radio, and I appreciate all your support, but it's something I've not done well with, and it's something to where I've tried to work more and numb it, with things that I shouldn't numb it with. And I just want you to know it's okay to get help, folks. Whatever you're numbing it with, get some help. You're the AD, the guy that's always laughing and joking. Man, I struggle terribly with grief. I mean, terribly with it. And next month, November 28th, will be 2 years since my dad has been gone, and I wanted to grieve wisely and not bury it with more work or with a drink or just being just numb and just angry when I'm off the air or just in my to myself. So folks, get help. I'm on a grief share class, seeing a counselor that has been huge for me, man. And I had to humble myself. I really had to humble myself and say I need some help dealing with this grief because man, it was not in a good place at all. So folks, I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with getting help. We talk about it all the time, and it's probably saved my life. It's literally probably saved my life, getting the help that I need to deal with this grief because I suck at it. I suck at it. So I'm glad I got some help and getting some counseling to help me deal with this part. So get some help, folks. That's the AD Attitude Adjustment today. Whatever we're going through, there's always help out there.
AD, have a safe trip back to Nebraska when you come on back. We're looking forward to seeing you again. Raff, send us away. We got 10 seconds.
All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Go Big Red and come on down to the A1 Automotive tailgate tomorrow. We'll be here. Have a great weekend.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers? Check. Chips? Check.